this morning from someone, very nice person, being like, hey, this guy just keeps, like, kind of just going, like, number 1 and number 2, just, like, all over himself. Like, is that illegal? Or can he just do that? I'm like, yeah. He can just poop on himself, it's true. We don't use the shit word if we can avoid it. I'm like, yeah, you can. It's like, are you sure? Because it's, like, really smelly. I'm like, yeah. We can't call the cops for a shit bed, shit pants.
And I don't want to pry into your personal life too much, but just so listeners know, Jonathan Off-Road Rules, his day job is Dean Kane's personal doctor. So
that's
always rubbing shoulders with the greats.
Sort of true, yeah. So it comes up. People do just real life, honest to goodness evidence from this morning. Someone just wants to drink like 3 bottles of vodka for breakfast and shit their pants and be left alone. But also see their grandkids. They're like, but where are my grandkids? I'm like, shit your pants. They're not coming. Consequences.
You do think sometimes when you're out in the shops, I could just shit myself right now. I'm not gonna, but I could. I literally have the power to shit and piss myself in public. It's only by choice that I don't.
Isn't that the great thing about this country that we live in? That we have those kinds of freedoms available to us at any time?
That we have that choice.
Well, no. So one of the reasons I got the call is they're saying this person, I'm not saying it was Dean Kane or not, but they're doing it in their own home, shitting the bed. But they can't do it in a store. You'd get in trouble.
I see. You're one of those pro-floor types, are you? Oh, don't get shit on the floor.
Wow.
We're pro-choice over here.
You can't. It's a public nuisance, and it's like some sort of disturbing the peace. I think when you poop on the floor.
This is why we need day soilsmen, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But so anyway, the point of the noble tradition of the night soilsman by royal appointment is to essentially serve as an all-night shift guard for someone in their bed who plans to shit in it that night but doesn't want to deal with it. So they're waiting outside the bedroom with a bucket and a mop and a shovel and whatever other accoutrements be needed, maybe pipes, maybe some medical grade swabs, anything that's needed. And basically someone will shit the bed, ring a little tiny bell, and then in comes the night soilsman to clean up.
Now, obviously, this is an antiquated system, We're reviving something old. But that, we can bring it into the modern age, we could...
Oh, everything's got to be brought into the 20th century, Jonathan.
So, it's a phone app now, right? It's a phone app.
Am I still stuck in a house with a guy who just doesn't want to... A guy that...
Oh, no. You'll have houses all over town that you'll be able to handle now.
It's like Uber, but with shit. Pooper.
Right.
Schubert?
Shitter. S-H-I-T. That's how you do apps these days. You just come up with a word and then get rid of some vowels. S-H-T-R. There we are. Shitter. So they'll use the Shitter app to summon the night soilsman, or the night shitsman for modern times. Everything's got to be a little sassier. So you turn up with a flat cap on, a chimney sweep brush just for good old-fashioned appearances. People expect it. It's professional to see one.
It's an experience. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You're selling the experience in a lot of ways.
You've got your bucket of soapy water, you got your mop, you got your shovel, you got your dirty bucket for, the collection of waste. You've got swabs, you've got talc, of course. Keep it dry, keep it fresh. And then your job is to bring back the spirit of the Victorian era and allow the middle classes of Boston consequence-free bed shitting.
It's... Okay. I mean...
Don't think that me and Conrad aren't working either. We're working, of course we're working.
Of course.
When you use the Shutter app, you are ordering the entire experience, okay? So I will spend all night in that person's house as a drunk Victorian lord, helping myself to their booze. They've got to send a photo that they've proven they've got booze in there, which they'll send as an attachment along with their order. So I can sit there in front of their fireplace. If they haven't got a fireplace, I'll use a child or something to throw my glasses of whiskey at, going, bollocks to her! She won't get the car! They're a brand new invention! Bollocks to her! She can't divorce me anyway! I've got my fingers around the purse strings! Oh, she can fucking keep the kids! She can fucking keep them! But I'm keeping the house and the car! And Conrad will be there as Chives the butler with one of them silver plates with a dome on it and a tuxedo and a bow tie. So he can just walk around all night going, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well,
just like that.
He would do really good at that. Does he have to do anything?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he can put some things onto the silver dome if he wants, and they can usually like a brick of dry ramen or something.
Oh, yeah, I could.
It's normally part of, from Conrad's own private reserve, though, and he's often loath to give up any of his...
I'm a little stingy. Yeah. And plus, it's kind of fun sometimes when they, you offer the dome to them, and you go to lift it off, and you do that real quick lift off, and there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the anticipation in their face, followed by the puzzlement, and then ultimate disappointment. It's a lot like a metaphor for life itself.
Oh, yeah. I always like it when you say, is it not up to your standards, sir? I shall have this rectified immediately.
I will have a word with the chef, sir.
Yeah. And then Conrad walks into their kitchen and, helps himself to whatever booze is left.
Yeah.
This is easily the most... I've been jealous of Conrad plenty of times. His grammar is impeccable. He almost never gets hordes of Smash Brothers fans to hate him. Like, there's so many reasons I've thought, why can't I just be more like Conrad? This is the time I've wanted to be Conrad more than ever before. That job sounds so fun.
It's a great laugh.
And yours isn't bad either, Jim.
I mean, it's grueling, though. I mean, it's not as easy as it looks. Like, you have to maintain a certain posture, I mean, you're just eating shit effectively all night in a metaphorical sense.
Literally...
You're cleaning shit, I'm eating shit. But at the end of the day, aren't we really doing the same thing?
No.
Yeah, and I'm suffering... because I'll be wearing a fez and a dressing gown, and that's going to add a couple of ounces, maybe even a pound, to my body weight. And I can't take much more.
Come on. You're doing good. You look nice. You're doing nice. You got a nice job.
You think I'm doing nice when she's after the fucking car? Bollocks to that!
And you're a British lord, is that right?
Oh, yes.
That's how they act.
Lord Whiskey Salsoon.
And I just wait for someone to let loose a bowel movement, and then I have
I believe our guests are withdrawing to the boudoir. Once me and Conrad turn up for the night, we claim their house as our own, and they get to experience the joy of being guests at a stately manor.
I see. So
yeah, we transform their home into a stately manor by having Conrad dressed up as a butler and me drinking whiskey angrily. And then when they say, right, I'm ready to go to bed, we say, right, well, they're right to the boudoir. Night Soilsman, would you accompany them upstairs with your bits and your whatnot?
It's really, it feels like, when you watch one of those movies about bad things happening to children, and the person who's bad is like, Jimmy, are you ready to go through the door? You just, the shiver goes down the spine. And you know, it's worse than the actual event, I think, is the
How
dread.
could it be that bad?
A lot of ways.
Because what you're failing to take into account is that for the rest of the night, Conrad and I are off. We can play Guess Who.
Yeah.
And we will. I bought a brand new box set
So yeah, you will be.
Guess who? Special edition. Huh? Snoop Dogg is one of the witnesses.
Murder was the case.
That's different. When someone is like eye contacting you while they're defecating.
No. They
don't.
let me explain this process to you. For God's
okay, this
sake.
feels better now.
You are posted up outside their bedroom.
Oh, okay.
When you hear the little bell ring, it's time to go to work. So you then open the door, walk in. It'll probably smell, but that's okay because we've covered most of your coat, your long patchwork coat. We've covered it in shit anyway because people expect the night soilsman to smell of night soil.
No matter how you've been accustomed or how you've been conditioned to accept this as normal, this is not. The body naturally causes a vomiting reflex when feces smell. It's in order to keep you from getting infected with hepatitis B and all that.
Oh, yeah, but you'll have been wearing the coat for so long, you'll be used to it by now, don't worry.
Yeah, and if you're upset, we've rubbed a tiny bit of Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest, so that'll pretty much dominate things. You walk in, you say, Oh, young master, it appears that you've shacked the bed. Oh, lovely. I guess I'll go to work. Digging out some brown gold. And then you walk over, scrabbling around. Like, I'd like you stooped a bit and your legs kicking up as you walk, so you look a bit like a funny Victorian stooge. And then you just start shoveling out that shit, clean the bed. They're going to immediately go back to bed with a smile on their face, knowing that the night shitsman's taken care of everything. As they all go to bed, you scoop up the shit, you wipe down the covers, bleach some stuff, turn them over, pull certain things apart and get certain crannies and nooks, spotless.
I mean, you know your work. You're a professional.
I want to be able to, and I will, eat dinner off their a-holes.
Oh. Ugh. So, is this like a weird... I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Didn't mean to sound so judgmental. Is this like a baby fetish thing? Like people... Because this is what I had to do with, my now 3-year-old when he was just 1 and getting into 2, diaper training him or getting him potty trained. He would have accidents, so we'd have to get in there, and because he couldn't do it himself. But these people are... That's
not a baby fetish thing, Jonathan. Why did you bring that up? That's just a baby. They're not doing it for kicks. They shit themselves because we put special pants on them for them to do it. That's just being a baby.
Can't these people also wear these pants? Like, why?
Who?
Why do they need... They don't need me. The person who's home I'm going to be spending...
I fail to process this argument. They've hired you to clean the bed after they've shit in it. Why the blue hell would they wear diapers?
It seems to defeat the entire purpose.
I don't know the purpose, I guess. Maybe I'm looking at it backwards, but if they want to...
The purpose is that you are there to clean up the shit in their bed.
Because they want to experience the joy, the freedom, and yes, even the heady power of shitting in their bed and knowing they don't have to deal with a damn thing. That's empowering. That's what the Spice Girls sang about.
I figure from what I know of people in diapers.
If you want to be my lover, you've got to clean my bed.
What I know of people in diapers is if you want to just not worry about getting up and going to the bathroom, you can do it in diapers and then just flush your diapers, and you don't need a stranger to come in.
Well, we eliminate even that. You don't have to get up in the middle of the night or in the morning and flush away a wearable bag of cold shit. You can shit the bed, wake up, and it's gone.
But then
everything's fine. You've wiped down the bed sheets. You've pulled their pajamas back up.
Most people don't want to show their what they've left behind to anyone. There's a certain shame that comes with, like, yes, I am a pooper. I did poop.
No, but you see, that's the beauty of this, is that they don't have to think about it at all. They just leave it there, and then it's disappeared. It's gone for them.
But they know I'm gonna see it. Doesn't that make them self-conscious? These are really
Are
confident
you
people.
worried?
Yeah.
Are you worried? I see what this has all come down to. Are you worried, Jonathan, that when I put the Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest, I'm going to see a Mary J. Blige tattoo?
No, I don't have a MJ Blige tattoo.
No?
No, I don't.
You should.
I've always. This is gonna earn me a lot of ire, but I think she's a great singer, but I'm never that impressed with her. She's good,
Ooh.
but not great to me.
Oh, you've stepped into
Wow.
a fucking hurt locker.
She's got a fine voice, but there's only like 2 or 3
Oh.
songs. Like I grew up on Whitney Houston and.
Oh.
You know, you're just lucky that you're saying this like now and not like 6 months from now once we've really gotten your name out there, because I mean that would just derail everything we've been working towards.
Yeah, like networking with Mary J. Blige is important. She rules a lot of the entertainment industry in Boston.
I don't know if she's even still at it.
Ooh. Oof. Shalashaska. Oof.
Well, okay. I'll shift again.
Cool runnings. Oof. I cannot formulate the right words at my shock and my horror at the hurt locker you've stepped into.
That's a term for guys at war, right? That are gonna get killed?
Well, I'm not saying you've stepped into the hurt locker. I'm saying that the locker you've stepped into is full of hurt. And I'm also saying you've stepped into the hurt locker. You've just opened the door and walked inside. You weren't even stuffed there by a jock.
I stuffed my own self in a hurt locker?
You were essentially your own jock. And no one wants to be stuffed by their own jock.
That's true. I just watched Revenge of the Nerds recently. They were really unsettled by getting stuffed by jocks. But I don't know. I don't want to clean up poop either. But you got me on that. And what if I just don't? What if they ring the bell and I just don't go in?
Then you're going to get a 1-star review.
Well, I mean, you know how it is with employees. If they want the company to fail, they'll sabotage it from the inside and then just walk away. Like I don't necessarily want Shitter to succeed because it's a bad job.
You know who I want to succeed and who always...